Daughter, you're always thinking, not always about your own feelings, other feelings, but this was easy. Kristen, CJ, welcomed Scott in. We blended easily already. It wasn't work, didn't have to worry about feelings. It was just happy. People who know me, know family means everything to me. Scott came in, embraced my family, my children, went to my son's varsity football games, my daughter's concerts, traveled into the city with us, and just blended right in right away. So family is everything to me, and this is family today. And we will join each of them today with all our love here, and it's going to be a fantastic day, and we'll have a party. So I'll start off with a little fun, and then we'll get into the seriousness of it. Is everybody ready? Yeah. I'm a little shy, so, today I might not pronounce every word correctly, but the words are from my heart. Hello and good afternoon. My name is Ted. I'm Diane's brother-in-law, soon to be Scott's. On behalf of them, myself, I would like to say to some of us, welcome back. Seriously, I'd like to thank everyone for gathering today to celebrate these two very special people. Before we start the celebration, I'd like to mention some people on both sides that are no longer with us. But the thoughts today will be with love and happy thoughts. On Scott's side, we have Graham and Grumps, who are Herb's parents. Grumps, fondly remembered for taking Brian and Scott golfing. Called Grumps for having to take Brian and Scott golfing, or anywhere else. And then we have Graham, who always had lunch ready, and then told Grumps to take the boys golfing. Then we have Mama and Papa, who are Linda's parents. Mama was always ready for a party and loved company. And Papa, no matter how busy he was, he always had the time to take Brian and Scott water skiing. He would say, it beats taking them golfing. And then we have Teray, responsible for Scott's experience with beer at the ripe age of 8. And on Diane's side, we have Dolores, Diane's mom. To know her was to love her. No party would be a party without her. She was a true inspiration to all her children, and it shows in all of them and their families. She was so special to so many of us, not a day goes by without a mention or a thought of her. So make today no different. She was here with us, partying with us all. Before I begin today, I'd like to say 95% of the stories I say are going to be true. From the beginning, Dianne and Scott have said that they would like their wedding day to be different. Well, that's why I'm here. For those of you wondering, this is not a mass. There'll be no communion given out, but there will be plenty of wine. Today will be casual, as I'll tell a few stories, perform their ceremony, and then we will party. For those of you who didn't know, Herb and I were responsible for They're responsible for getting Scott and Dianne together. We were on a business trip in Asia, eating dinner one night. Herb asked me if I knew anybody who would like to go on a date with his son Scott. Herb said Scott was thinking about moving back into Herb's house. And he said, that's not happening. So I sat there for a second and I said, as a matter of fact, I do. My sister-in-law, Dianne, has been hinting about moving into my basement. And that would probably cramp my style. So we got both of them together to meet up at a Port Jefferson bar for some drinks, and the rest of their love story is history. Another little story. Many of you might be asking, why this location for this event? Dianne and Scott say, this is a beautiful spot. The weather is great, and so many fantastic memories. Truth be told, Scott owns this place, and his father is on the board. To Dianne and Scott, I would like to thank you for this honor today, to marry two people I love. If anyone is lucky enough to be asked to perform a ceremony, don't pass it up. I consider this to be one of the top 4 greatest things in my life. One would be marrying my beautiful wife, Debbie. 2 is the birth of my 2 children, Taylor and Corey. The third thing would be being asked to be a godfather to someone's child. I'm not only lucky enough to be asked once, but 5 times. The message I have today, it's all about love. We come to celebrate the love for Scott and Diane have for each other today and every day. Love is a powerful word. Everyone gets caught up in everyday life events. Make no mistake, every one of us is dealing with something on a daily basis. If we just take this time every day to slow down some point in our busy days to use this powerful word called love. There is no greater feeling than hearing or saying these 3 small but meaningful words. I love you. I feel all of us, if we use these words more often, I believe we can make the world a better place, one small step at a time. I ask you all to use these words, not only today, but in your everyday life. So don't be shy. Take a chance. Say those 3 words to people here tonight. And I guarantee you, you'll be rewarded with a smile. And if you're lucky, a hug. And maybe, I love you too. All the people here today were invited with love in Diane and Scott's hearts. Some of us came here strangers, but we will leave family. As many here tonight know, you don't have to be related by blood to be family. So in keeping with my message, may I be the first to say, I love you. As I said earlier, today will be a little different. Even with the ceremony, will be a little different. There's no need for formal words of work together, listen to each other, be patient. Scott and Diane already live by these words, and it shows with the love the 2 have for one another in their actions every day of life. And we're lucky enough to see it for ourselves. Today just makes it official, and to celebrate their love for one another for the rest of their lives, and of course, to have a party. So now, for the moment we've been waiting for, we're gathered together to join Scott and Diane in the union of marriage. The bride and groom have each prepared their vows that they will read now. You 2 come together and join hands. That's it. Diane, repeat after me. Scott, I give you this promise.
Scott, I give you this promise.
From this day forward, you will never walk alone.
You will never walk alone.
Whatever door we come to,
Whatever door we come to,
we will walk through it together.
we will walk through it together,
Hand in hand.
hand in hand.
I promise always to support the love of fast cars.
I promise always to support your love of fast cars.
Excellent, excellent. Scott, repeat after me. Diane, I give you this promise.
Diane, I give you this promise.
From this day forward, you will never walk alone.
You will never walk alone.
Whatever door we come to,
Whatever door we come to,
we will walk through it together.
we will walk through it together,
Hand in hand.
hand in hand.
I promise to always bring you tea in the morning and wine at night.
Well,
You gotta say it.
I will.
I do it anyway.
I promise to give you tea in the morning and wine at night.
Ah, nice. All right. Do you, Scott, take Diane to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Diane, take Scott to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Scott and Diane will now exchange rings as a symbol of their love and commitment to each other. Your wedding ring is a circle, a symbol of love, never ending. It is the seal of the vows you have just taken to love each other without end.
Who's first?
You take us.
All right.
You take us. As we drop it, it goes down. Yeah, what are you gonna do? All right. Ready?
Yep.
Scott, please place the ring on Diane's left hand and repeat after me. As a sign of my love,
As a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you,
that I have chosen you
above all else,
above all else.
with this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I do.
Excellent. Diane, please place the ring on Scott's left hand and repeat after me. As a sign of my love,
As a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you
that I have chosen you
above all else,
above all else,
with this ring, I thee wed.
with this ring.
Now, by the power vested in me, by the state of South Carolina, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss your beautiful bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present the newly married Mr. and Mrs. Scott and Diane Zepp.
we're together.